From the KBIA Newsroom in Columbia, I'm KBIA Newsroom. The Missouri House passed a bill Thursday that would prohibit discriminatory or anti-Semitic language in Missouri public and charter schools. This final passage came after the Senate expanded the protections from just anti-Semitism to include all hate speech and discrimination. The Senate also clarified that criticism of Israel is not anti-Semitic if it is similar to criticism that might be made of any other country. St. Louis Democratic Representative Bridget Walsh-Moore says the Senate additions were a step in the right direction, but she voted against the bill, citing the current war with Iran.
I am going to have to remain a firm no on this bill, considering the temperature of the country and especially this state when it comes to discrimination.
The bill now goes to Governor Kehoe. And the Missouri House has passed a bill that would allow places of worship to stay open during a health state of emergency. State and local governments would not be allowed to restrict services. Eduardo J. Simos is a director of the MU School of Medicine Center for Medical Epidemiology and Population Health. He says if in-person religious services were to continue in a pandemic or epidemic, there are ways to mitigate the spread of disease.
Not having a person sick coming to church, not creating conditions for overcrowding, either small space or too many people in a space, avoid singing and vocalizing, and keep distance so you don't have physical contact as much as you can.
He added that virtual services are still the safest possible option. The bill now goes to the Senate. And some lawmakers want to see more nuclear power in the state, but there's a debate on how to pay for it. Wednesday, Missouri senators voted 14-13 to ban a funding mechanism that allows energy companies to charge customers during the construction of nuclear power plants. Senator Curtis Trent opposed the amendment to ban what's called Construction Work in Progress, or QWIP, saying it will choke investments in nuclear power.
So the question before us is, do we want to have cheap available power for Missouri in the 20, 30, 40-year time frame from now? Or do we want to just not build anything because we don't have perfect conditions?
Last year, the Missouri legislature approved construction work in progress for gas power plants. The bill banning QWIP for nuclear power is awaiting a final vote in the Senate. And the Missouri House reconsidered and passed an adult education bill Wednesday that failed last week. The legislation seeks to expand a program for Missourians who have dropped out of high school to get their diplomas virtually. Representatives voted 94-48 in favor of the bill this time. Last week's opposition came from a provision that would have taken up to $4 million from the state's K-12 education budget. The chair of the House Education Committee, Ed Lewis, asked his fellow representatives to rethink their no votes. He says the program cost is a small portion of the education budget, and Missourians without a diploma cost the state more money through public support programs like SNAP and Medicaid. I'm KBIA Newsroom, KBIA News, Columbia.